The LGBT rights movement dates back nearly 100 years in American history. A World War I veteran named Henry Gerber returned from Germany to his hometown of Chicago. PBS reports in December 1924, Gerber and his 6 allies founded the Society for Human Rights, America's first known gay rights organization. After authorities caught wind of their newsletter, Friendship and Freedom, the police raided Gerber's home, arresting him and confiscating all of his papers. Gerber and the other members of the society were jailed for 3 days, though no charges were filed against them. The society went dark, and it took decades before their work was recognized. Meanwhile, other publications and organizations did sprout up, but strong societal and political winds flew in the face of LGBT progress. In 1952, the American Psychiatric Association issued its first ever diagnostic manual called the DSM, where mental disorders are categorized. The NIH recalls DSM-1 classified homosexuality as a sociopathic personality disturbance. In DSM-2, published in 1968, homosexuality was reclassified as a sexual deviation. It wasn't until 1973 that homosexuality was stricken from the official record of sickness. 2 milestones, though, quickly followed in 1974. CNN writes, Kathy Kozachenko became the first openly gay LGBT American elected to any public office when she wins a seat on the Ann Arbor, Michigan City Council. And Elaine Noble is the first openly gay candidate elected to a state office when she's elected to the Massachusetts State Legislature. In 1978, Harvey Milk became San Francisco's first ever openly gay city supervisor before being killed just 10 months later in November. Immediately, he was transformed into a national figure of inspiration for some and derision for others. In 1980, Barney Frank won a congressional seat in Massachusetts, privately coming out to close colleagues over the years, and eventually publicly admitting he was gay in 1987 as that news was about to leak and the AIDS crisis was worsening. He served in Congress for 3 decades. Over time, a handful of openly gay politicians followed, getting elected to the Congress, but it wasn't until 2012 that Tammy Baldwin, Democrat of Wisconsin, became the U.S. Senate's first ever out member. At the state levels, we've seen bisexual and transgender candidates make some incremental gains, but they haven't cracked the congressional ceiling yet. And, of course, the country hasn't yet seen an LGBT Supreme Court justice or even come close to electing a gay president of the United States.